Yeah, there's tricks to it all.
How are you going?
I'm great. I'm fantastic. Can I tell you, I crushed Christmas gift giving during the Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales.
Yeah.
Crushed it.
I think I know that because you got angry at me for not telling you that I wanted my speakers back. And you're like, why didn't you tell me the beginning of Cyber Monday?
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
Black
that definitely happened because I was like, I got the cheapest speakers.
I couldn't. And I was like,
God damn it. Why did you leave it till fucking Tuesday?
because I didn't do any shopping.
Well,
during the-
it now shows. Actually,
Yeah.
I think when I said that before and you didn't respond, you were like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I didn't really even know what that meant.
Oh.
I
Dens.
crushed. I still don't know what to get Dad.
I crushed Dad's
Does he?
present.
Oh,
Crushed it.
doesn't he want to do that competency sailing course?
He does, and I told his Chris Kringle that that's something he wants a bar of, so you should just get involved in that too. Champion,
Denzel, stop
bear
it.
with us, guys.
Kyra's dog is playing with the Christmas presents because he loves opening presents. Yeah, so
Got a degree in gift opening, that dog.
it's probably the only thing he's that good at.
Dare you?
I wonder how many IQ points a dog has.
Well, after playing soccer with him in the park the other day and nailing him in the head a couple of times with the ball, it's definitely a lot less than 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I reckon there's probably a thing where there's the smartest dog and then it goes down the list.
How do you... Oh, I want to know what the test is.
Okay, that's the job in life now. It's not recruiting alien hunters.
It's like the NAP plan test for dogs.
What's the NAP plan?
Isn't it what you do in year 10 to like test your IQ or how smart you are or whether you can like enter into like year 11 or 12?
I don't...
But the NAP plan doesn't actually exist anymore. They just have the HSC.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, I don't think it was called that when I was in year 10, but I do remember some significant test in year 10, but I don't think it qualified you to roll on to 11 or 12. I thought that just basically
Now that I
happened.
think about it, I feel like it was in primary school.
Hey.
Anyway, I don't have the facts. It's been
Welcome-
a long time since I've been in school.
Yes, it has, and it shows. Welcome to the Pretty Cast episode 30. My name's Cairo. This is my sister, Perlos Patakos of the Alandos Mega Mega. And she, as you may or may not know, to the 13 people who have been consistently listening to this puppy week in, week out, you would have known a bit about Pearl's schooling background, or lack thereof at times.
Yeah,
And
there's
how she went to a specialist dance school, performing arts school.
and how I dropped out of a
And how
special
she
dance.
dropped out of a performing arts school, but turned out
I never
better,
stood a chance
stronger.
whilst I was in school, and I didn't really stand a chance after school either.
She was a wee little caterpillar pupating in the school system of dance and emerged a glorious butterfly. Potential for a moth became a butterfly.
Thanks, David Attenborough.
You're very welcome. Yeah, David Attenborough, what a fucking legend.
Yeah.
Jeez, I'd fucking be freezing him right now.
Oh,
I would be taking, I'd be cloning him. I'd be getting it right. I'd be getting several clones. I'd be quarantining him immediately. Can't have anything happen to David.
yeah, I'd definitely
He is
be
the most important thing in the world right now.
cutting a few hairs off his head, that's for sure.
Girl.
Oh,
Wouldn't you
girl.
just? Oh, mama. Not just because he needs a haircut, because his hair's always fantastic, but
He's got a full
you want
head
to
of
clone
hair.
that sucker for sure. So we realised that probably after 30 episodes or so that whilst this is great banter and you guys get to know a lot about us and the insights and what makes the relationship between these sibling duo tick, we also realised that we may waffle on quite a bit too.
We do a lot of waffling.
We are competitive wafflers. We are entering the 2024 Paris Olympics in the waffling degree.
They finally recognised it as a real sport.
Yeah, you know, breakdancing's in 2024 Olympics.
And surfing.
Yeah, and do you know what's out?
What?
Weightlifting and boxing.
Oh, why?
Those are the things that they practically started with. That's all they used to do.
Why
in
are those
Greco-Roman
things out?
times was wrestle each
They
other
just pick
naked
up
and lift
shit.
heavy things. That's how they did shit back then. And so they're instead of just adding to the Olympics, we're deducting. It's
Well, I suppose
it's
that
like a
those
ladder
things,
now. You can get relegated.
those things are not really like, I mean, I think boxing is a skill, but I don't necessarily think weightlifting is. I think
I think you'll find there's probably techniques and sort of things that go into that. In terms of like, do I find
it's
watching
a test
people
of strength.
lift weights interesting? Not particularly. I'm more of a ball sport kind of guy. I like to watch
I'm a
people play.
gymnastics girl.
Are you?
Yeah, I used to love watching the gymnastics.
Really?
Even the swimming is kind of a little bit better.
Yeah, no, I can't get around
Swimming's
that.
a bit boring too.
I don't mind diving. The diving's great.
The synchronized diving.
Synchronized
I'm into.
diving. Can get around that.
Yeah. Is shot put still in it?
I dare say shot put's a staple.
Right.
You're not getting rid of the put. The put stays.
What about the thing that high jump, the thing that Bruce Jenner did? Caitlyn Jenner.
Look, majority of your athletics not going anywhere.
Okay.
That's kind of like running, swimming, and fighting.
What other things do you reckon they'll add to it though? Ooh. No, the video games have their own bloody Olympics.
X Games do.
Yeah.
X Games. Well, it's kind of interesting because, like, I guess MMA and other types of boxing have risen to their own kind of thing of late. That they almost kind of some of the viewerships on paid fight nights and stuff like that. Some of the money they'd be making would almost be fucking ludicrously close to some of the money you'd be getting for some of the whole Olympic stuff, really. Well, especially some of the prize money.
I don't really know enough about it.
I'm
though.
almost thinking that it's kind of like, why would you bother fighting in the Olympics where you probably don't get anything but a gold medal and a bruised ego?
Yeah, do you get
When you can
do
make
get a payout
13
from
mil-
the Olympics? How much money do you win for winning the Olympics?
Look, I don't know.
What's the
I think it's
system?
more in the integrity and the fact that you're that guy and
That-
the endorsements and everything else that would flow on after that.
That kind of makes me that makes me sad a little bit for like gymnasts. I feel like the things that like they put their body through and the coaches
Right.
and particularly like I don't really know much about across all the fields of sports that are in the Olympics, but I know that like gymnastics is one that historically is
Bit of a staple.
become quite controversial because the kids get
Oh, the
younger
training
and
methods.
younger
Oh.
and
How young is too young to compete in the Olympics?
yeah, and how young is too young to train a child to do things with
Mm-hmm.
their body that is not natural, you know?
You know, so it's a
And to do it
philosophical-
for the nation, and you know, and who, you know, like it's kind of like it's a bit of it's taking advantage of children, isn't it?
Well, I'm not sure. We're not putting any words in anyone's mouth. We've got to be careful here, you know, it's very PC.
Somehow I feel like I'm waffling.
Back to the waffling, which you can see we're warming up for 2024. But yeah, I just think you kind of get to a point where like if you're going to rotate sports in and out and chop things and add things, like does the integrity of the whole thing fall apart really? Because you win a gold medal in a thing in 2000 and
Imagine
2000, and then that doesn't exist in 2021 because
Well,
we're 2020.
I
but
was going to say, yeah,
COVID.
imagine if like you've
You're-
trained your entire life to go to the Olympics to do something.
Yeah,
That
and then it got
4 years before you show up doesn't exist anymore.
cut.
That's wild. What is that person's sole? What
What does that person
sole
do now?
purpose? He just walks around fitness first.
He becomes the weight.
Telling-
Just lift me.
yeah.
I can't lift myself anymore. I don't know why he was Arnie. Sorry about that. It was the only kind of thing I could go with.
It's what you associated with the weightlifter, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, predominantly.
Mm.
The only other one's Mark Henry, and that's because I watched wrestling when I was like a teenager.
I would have gone for a more of like Andre the Giant voice. I got a headline for you.
Yeah, cracker.
TikTok sells house in 6 days. Viral TikTok videos. Let me stop.
I'm trying to get
again.
my head around that headline. Sorry. Did TikTok sell a house? TikTok own property?
Wait.
That's worrying.
Stop.
Copy.
I've got a headline for you.
Okay.
I found one.
Go.
Viral TikTok video sells house in 6 days. Now, what is the world coming to when you're selling real estate on TikTok?
Does that mean that the real estate agency world is out of a job?
Well,
Has
it's
TikTok
close.
just become the real estate market of the world?
I think-
They just bought domain.com. What is going on? How are you selling your... Imagine the agent fee you'd save on
It's
that.
probably just like a really dope house.
Do TikTok get a cut of that?
Nah, I'd say no.
What, if you read
But
the
I
terms and
reckon it's
conditions?
going to be... Well, no, it's not. No,
Imagine if they just whacked you with an invoice.
no, because it's not like you go via TikTok to pay. Like it redirects you. TikTok redirects you to PayPal, and then you buy a house.
Well,
It's not.
look, don't be surprised if
But
one
that
day someone
could
TikTok
happen.
comes knocking and being like, "You sold that on our platform. Without our platform, that would not have been sold."
It's a pretty great way, because obviously real estate is moving into like using social media to sell houses.
Oh, yeah, big
and stuff
time,
like
big
that.
time.
But I just never would have thought that it would have
Yeah,
happened off
selling
of
it on
TikTok.
Yeah. Well, far out. Brussels sprout. That's pretty interesting. There's a lot of dynamics to that I feel like I could delve into, but would probably be pretty boring. just the numbers side of it I could enjoy, but I don't think anyone else would. What else you got for me?
Well, other than that, Pauline Hanson's just saying racist shit again.
Why is that still news? I just assume that happens fucking daily. It's a slow news day if you need to talk about Pauline Hanson
Being racist.
being racist, because that's just a fucking general assumption of every day I wake up, the sun's shining, it's raining,
Pauline's
it doesn't matter
racist.
what the fucking weather is, Pauline said something racist. Duh.
In fact, it comes under the weather.
There you go. Tim what's his name? Tim Bailey. Is it Tim Bailey, the weatherman? He tells you what Pauline Hanson says daily after the weather's done. We're going to have a high trough up here in North Queensland coming down to a low trough in Melbourne. And at some point, the troughs will meet when Pauline Hanson says something fucking racist. Have a good day, guys. That's what is it Tim Bailey?
Onto the sport.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Over to you. Over to you guys. Back to you, Tracy. Over to you, Pauline. It's just dumb now.
I
It's
used to date a presenter, and that's kind of what it was like. And coming up next is breakfast.
Would you like eggs with that? Fabby. See you after the break. Tedious. Hey, have you watched The Queen's Gambit?
No, I haven't. What's that?
Oh, it's all about chess, but it's about
Sounds awful.
well, I'm not going to lie. It's about a young orphan girl who goes through life, absolutely crushes chess, and whilst life crushes her, beats the Russians.
I always think
It's actually really well done. I
I
think
get
you
a
enjoy
little
it.
bit jealous of couples that are like, my chess partner, sorry.
You've got a lot of friends that have partners who play chess.
No,
do
I
you?
have one friend who's in a relationship who they play chess together, and I go, what are you trying to say? Like, what are you trying to prove by constantly telling me, shoving this information down my throat that you guys play chess together? I get it.
That's
you're
so good.
smart. You're cool. You probably have some like brown leather couch, like armchairs that you sit in and play chess.
Do you
like,
guys smoke a pipe? Do you wear your glasses?
yeah.
Do you have a timer? I bet you have a
But
timer.
otherwise, no one needs to know that information. It's like, I don't go around talking about how much I play Uno.
You do play Uno a lot, though.
Yeah, but I don't tell anyone that.
Yeah, but you should. You should share that information.
Why
You're
do people-
exceptional. You make me draw 4 all the fucking time. You have more draw 4 cards than a draw 4 fucking are in the deck. And I'm like, where should you keep pulling these draw 4s from? Seriously, you've got to let people in about your Uno capabilities. It's one of the things about you that makes you magic.
Me and my friends went away on the weekend, and my mate DB and I haven't played cards since we went through our breakups in like June, July, because we were scarred. Because
Scarred by the card.
The 4 of us were like isolation buddies, and all we would do is just drink wine and play cards.
Copy.
And then when we both
No
went
issue with the drinking wine part.
No. But after we went through these breakups, we kind of just made this pact for a while that we were like, we can't play cards.
No, I understand that.
We can't do it. It took us a while.
It's like if you have a TV show with that person and then you break up, you're like, I can't watch that. I can't watch it anymore. I'm done with that show.
Totally,
Yeah,
totally.
I get it. Go.
Yeah.
Copy.
So on the weekend, we played our first round of cards in 5 months.
Wow.
And I can't tell you
Wow.
how much I missed it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I feel like I'd done enough. Like the repairing had been done. You know, I'm whole again. I can play fucking Uno.
And the funniest thing is whilst you were playing cards, everyone else was playing Monopoly.
Yeah, I'm still not sweet at Monopoly. But I'm scarred from Monopoly, like with our family. We played Monopoly last Christmas or something like
Collingwood
that.
Monopoly.
I'm never going to do that again, hey.
Why not?
Oh, it just
gotta
tears
understand-
families apart.
I think you miss the point of board games. It's
I miss-
strategy. It's tactic. It's how do you translate that into real life?
No, and that's how I was talking about in the last couple of
part of
episodes.
your
That game
development.
of we're not really strangers. It's like I think naturally when you say game, I get a competitive nature.
No, I'm sorry. That thing
makes
you
it
tried
not
to
fun
explain
anymore.
to us 2 episodes where your friend was like, we're going to play this game and it's just about us revealing our feelings. And if you roll a 16, you just tell us again how you feel. No, that whatever that was wasn't a fucking game. We decided that. We if this was the Olympics right now and that game was being like, I want to be part of the Olympics, it'd be like, I'm going to get my shot put and flatten that fucker. I'd be like, off you fuck. No, fuck off. And throw him at the bottom of the pool and just be like, no, this is not a game that gets competitive in any way, shape or form off your trot. But anyway,
Do you reckon there's a
board games have a purpose if you understand that you're playing a fucking game and that there's strategy and then that translates into life later on. And
Okay, fair. Yeah, well,
Jeez,
stop,
we get philosophical,
stop
you
calling
and I.
things games that aren't then, you know?
What's handball?
Oh, well, that's a game.
Handball's life.
Handball's not life. But what a hot commodity was tennis balls in primary school.
Right? Tennis balls and yo-yos were the tits.
I did, and Tamagotchis for my generation.
Tamagotchis,
I don't know about
Pokemon
yours.
cards. You know what? There's no better thing than opening a fresh packet of Magic or Pokemon cards, getting that fresh cardboard waft.
Oh,
That's a thing.
I don't know.
You know how like if you could capture a scent, sell it to Giorgio Armani, might it be Magic cards?
fresh card.
Game done. Smells close enough to money.
I know what I'm going to get you for Christmas.
I'm getting Magic cards, aren't I? Fucking useless now. Hey, thanks for tuning into our waffling pre-Olympic warm-up. I'm Cairo.
I'm Pearl.
Yeah, she is. And we will talk to you soon.